Well, good day and welcome back. We are working on the 75 and today is an exciting episode. You see, the outside of the car is completely done, but this right here, it looks good, but as soon as we open up this door, we've got a lot we need to do. So this is part one of the canopy build. There's a lot of big plans that we've got for this. We've got some amazing things in the work, but let's go inside and let's check out what we're working with. So this canopy, it's actually massive. So it's not a tray and canopy where it's separate. We can't take the canopy off. It's a tray and canopy all in one. Now, I'll tell you how big it is because there's been quite a few people asking from when we first did the revamp of painting. So we're looking at 1750 wide. So it's a fair bit wide. Oh my goodness. And long, 2.3 long. So we have ample room to play with. We can put so much stuff from fridges, freezers, a whole bunch of drawers, maybe even a Weber slide, plus a few little secret things too, but we'll get that in a later episode. Today, what are we gonna do? The main thing that we're gonna do in today's episode is the insulation. You see, this canopy, it's just bare bones. But if we want to put all this stuff inside and then we want to take it, out to Alice Springs, we want to take it up to the tip to Cape York, maybe the Simpson Desert, there's a lot of trips we want to do. And guess what? Australia gets hot. So we need to make sure that we actually set up this canopy with the right foundation, and that starts with installation. Now, before I get on and show you what installation we're using, how we're going to install it, and what the plan for that is, there's something that we need to do first, and that's actually install the solar panel. What are we using for solar panels? Well, we have two. Let me get it. We've got these right here. These are from BCF, so these are the XTM solar panels. These are 110 watts. So we've got two of them. We've got 220 watts of solar going on the roof. Now, the reason that we need to put these in first before we put the insulation, because we've got nut certs and pot rivets going from the roof down. So we need those before we put the insulation up. So let's get these unboxed and let's get cracking. One other side thing that I will note is I've got a lot of questions around this side of the canopy because it's not your traditional two doors going up two wings. This side basically folds down. It's like a half door. So as you can see there, but the good thing about it is it actually gives us a nice table to work on. So this will be our cooking side, which is the passenger side, so it works out well. But I actually think it might be a bit of a game changer for this canopy. Okay, so in the box as well, let me get this out. Here we go. This is what we're after. So it comes with our mounting brackets. So these are basically L-shaped brackets. So if I open them up, there we go. That's what they look like. They're really, really light as well. So they'll be perfect. Plus, comes with a whole bunch of screws. So mounting it won't actually be too hard. Fingers crossed, famous last words on any cars, right? And now just testing, and without the bracket it actually fits amazing. My issue is going to be when we put these brackets on, they're a bit too wide. That's my initial assumption. So you can see that gap there is perfect, but we just need a shorter L bracket, but they actually fit really nicely into that center groove, which is what we want. So I just turned it around now, and we're going to have a little go just to see how the brackets work widthways. Now, it won't fit in the channel nicely, but because the brackets raise up, it actually covers that lip and doesn't look too bad. You be the judge. Tell me if this looks any good. You can see the bracket. That looks great. It is time to put the brackets onto these solar panels. So we'll get that done in a jiffy.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty, eh?
Putting solar panels on isn't too hard, but I will say this: you need to plan and you need to prepare. Now, we don't have roof racks on this yet, but eventually we do. You know, eventually we want them. If we've got a canoe, who knows? If we've got a boat, we might want to put them on here. So what we've done is we've actually spaced these out with enough gap in between them so we could put a roof rack beam across here. So roof rack beam, I don't know, whatever you call them. So one, we've done that. Now two, you'll notice that we've only got 2 roof racks, but because of our canopy is so long, we can actually fit a third. So again, we planned and we spaced them out so we can actually put a third, another 110 watt solar panel onto the back, which will give us a whole lot more juice for when we eventually put the 12 volt system in the canopy. You'll also see that we've actually got an air gap. So from the canopy to where the solar panel, there's probably about 15 mil as an air gap. So as we're driving, air will flow through. Now, obviously the next stage, we're about to jump into the insulation, but that air gap will actually produce shade for our canopy and already act as basically a barrier to cool it down. There's a little handy tip. Alrighty, it is time to move on to job number 2. We are moving on to insulation. And what does that look like? We're using this stuff right here, foil board. Now, why even insulate? And there's a whole lot of reasons for that. Number one, it basically will cool down the temperature inside your canopy. So the effects of that, your 12 volt system isn't under so much pressure because it's not so hot, meaning your battery will actually last longer. We're gonna have drawers with all of our food. Food in the heat doesn't go so well, so your food will actually last longer. Now we could actually even improve this because insulation works better if you've got the canopy, then an air gap, and then the foil board. But obviously, being a canopy, we're gonna put this foil board straight up into the canopy. We're actually gonna be using 20 mil for the roof, and then for the doors, we're gonna be using 15 mil, I believe. If that's wrong, I'll correct it below. Today, we're gonna do the 2 doors and the roof, and I reckon this 75 canopy is going to look unreal. Let's get to it. We measured up the distance. We're doing the roof first to the canopy of the insulation. So we've measured it up. Now we've gone back into the workshop. We've got the track saw out and we're going to cut this foil board up to length. We just finished cutting the foil board for the top, but Tim was just saying that you can cut this with a knife, or he sees a lot of people cut with the knife, but it is terrible. A track saw is much easier. So
not everyone has a track saw in their workshop, but
that is true.
track saw is a lot easier. Circular saw?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
huge.
We're halfway through doing this side, so just a couple more to go. Final piece for this side, mate. How good?
Nice.
Oh my word. That actually looks so gold.
The next day.
We are back again at 4 Point with Tim, and today we are putting in the carpet on top of the insulation, and that does two things. One, you could say it's another layer of insulation, but more importantly, it just finishes it off and gives it a great look. So Tim's absolutely working his magic, cutting everything, and then we'll put it in the canopy and we'll show you what it looks like. We've got the first one on, and already it looks fantastic. So I'll show you a bit of a reference of kind of what we're doing for the carpet. This is one that Tim built for himself, and which is his canopy on a trailer that he takes away. And this thing is beautiful. Everything is carpeted all the same. So all the walls insulated just like we're doing in the 75 as well. And the roof here is all carpeted nicely. Look at that fire blanket, got his fire extinguisher. Even has a rack here that he can hang his tea towels when camping. So all the little things are thought of. We have finished this side, our carpet is all in, and I tell you what, I am absolutely stoked. It looks unreal. Now we've just got the roof and the other door to go, and then we'll show you the end result. That's all we've got for this episode, but don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and watch the next video coming out in a fortnight. Thanks, legends.